Good evening, everybody. It's another match. It's the second leg here between Lokomotiv Moscow and Chelsea. Lokomotiv Moscow scoring 2 goals the last time they faced Chelsea. And Chelsea here will need a couple of goals to the good here. Lokomotiv Moscow come here in good form and in good heart. Here's how they line up. Kieran, who had a fantastic match last time out, starts once again. Ignatiev, Herdes, Chorluka and Rybos. Baranov, Krychowiak, Marinchuk and Fernandez with Miranchuk on the left. And you've also got Smolov up front. It's a 4-4-1-1 formation for the Russians. Obviously, watch out for Smolov. Scored a goal last time out. And here is the Chelsea lineup. Kepa keeps his place in the starting lineup after that mistake last time out. Azpilicueta, Christensen, David Luiz, Marcos Alonso, Kante, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, Pedro, Higuain and Hazard. And this is the formation we think they're going to line up. A 4-3-3, similar to the one they played last time out. Kante had 3 shots last time and all of them were either saved or blocked. That would have done his confidence no good whatsoever. However, tonight, in this match, we're going to find out who is the first to make it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. It's going to be a tough encounter, but one of these teams will be knocked out of the competition. Chelsea just have to keep their heads. They're not out of this one yet. Kepa gives the team talk as Azpilicueta watches on and seeing what his keeper has to say about it. Obviously, Kepa under scrutiny last time out. We're leading that mistake that caused Farfan to get the goal they needed. Lokomotiv will be kicking off here. All in red. From left to right, they'll be attacking. And Chelsea all in blue, right to left. So as you can see, on aggregate, Lokomotiv Moscow lead by 2-1. Remember, they got 2 away goals as well. Krychowiak here. Marinchuk. Herdes. Ignatiev, Herdes. Playing it across to Chorluka. Long ball on towards Fernandez. Krychowiak charging forward. It's Smolov! Kepa gets in the way, makes the save. And that would have been a shot he would have loved to have caught and did catch. That's going to do his confidence a world of good. Heading into a cagey second leg. Higuain, Kante. Plays it forward to Pedro. Pedro looking for the overlap of Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta with a cross in. Herdes. A little bit of a heavy touch. Tries to clear it away. It cannons off Loftus-Cheek. Marcos Alonso able to intercept then. Azpilicueta. Pedro. Azpilicueta again. Jorginho. Pedro. Rybos there. Gets in the way and clears it away. That's going to be a throw-in to Chelsea. If in doubt, they say, kick it out. That's exactly what Rybos did. Azpilicueta, Pedro, Kante. Trying to body feint his way through. Krychowiak saw that coming. Here's Smolov. Fernandez. Krychowiak. Chorluka. Playing it forward now. Marcos Alonso gets his head in the way. It's Hazard. Loftus-Cheek. Higuain. Jorginho. Kante. Loftus-Cheek. In the middle of the park now, looking for an avenue forward. Here's Pedro. Kante once again. Pedro. Plays it back to Jorginho. Where will he go from here? It's Hazard. Kante once again. Kante looking for a route down the middle. Pedro now. Passing it back to Jorginho. Kante. Loftus-Cheek. Trying to find Higuain. But he puts it wide. A huge opportunity to get themselves back into this match. But Higuain just can't keep it on target. If you're looking forward to the next match, the next lineups will of course be Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. I did a test run of that one. Fantastic match. Let's hope the actual broadcasted version will live up to the expectations and the hype that the pre-season one gave us. Baranov. Miranchuk. Miranchuk again. Now playing it towards Ignatiev. Alonso gets a block in. Smolov gets there. Trying to now cut inside. Plays a cross in. And this time Arriga Balatha is able to get the save in. Catches it and able to start some sort of counter-attack here. Jorginho. Kante. Jorginho. Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho. Pedro. Kante. Pedro. Once again it's Kante. Pedro. Blocked by Rybus and cleared away by Chorluka. Smolov got a head on it, but there you go then. A little bit cagey in that midfield. Possession swapped twice or 3 times by the time I finish my sentence. Hazard now running down the left. Marcus Alonso trying to cross that in. Ignatiev gets a block in. And now Lokomotiv Moscow can try and get a counter-attack in. Smolov. Fernandez. Rybus. Fernandez. Miranchuk. Kante gets a challenge in. He gets a foot in. Wins the ball. Jorginho. Azpilicueta. Kante. Loftus-Cheek onto Hazard. Cuts inside. Or cuts outside, I should say. Brings the ball as far to the field as possible. On the left-hand side, Marcus Alonso. Running in now. Looking up. Looking where his options are. Higuain now. Running down the left. Marcus Alonso. Again, trying a couple of body feints. Marcus Alonso's cross. Skillem is able to catch that one with relative ease. Lokomotiv Moscow obviously causing a little bit of an upset. Chelsea are the favourites, but they got taken down a peg or two after their defeat at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea will be looking to show the hosts up here. David Luiz gets an important challenge in there. Loftus-Cheek. Here's Hazard. Higuain. Jorginho plays it long now. Tries to find Pedro at the back. But Pedro just misses the ball. Miscontrols it. And possession and that chance is gone. David Luiz, wayward header there. Smolov. Here's Fernandez now. Running down the left-hand side. Fernandez in with a cross. Christensen heads away. Lands to Krychowiak though. Miranchuk. Krychowiak. Miranchuk. It's Miranchuk! Wide of the target. Decent shot, decent power, decent height. Just off target. Kepa here just organising his defence a little bit more before he takes his goal kick. You can hear that. Nervous times here in the Lokomotiv Moscow Stadium. But Chelsea will want to put those nerves aside. Loftus-Cheek heads it. David Luiz. Kante. David Luiz again. And playing it between the two of them. Jorginho. Loftus-Cheek in the centre circle. Hazard. Jorginho. Kante. Now it's on to Hazard. Hazard trying to dance his way through here. Can he find an important goal? Yes, he can! Chelsea back into this one. But they need another goal. This one's a good start, though. A lovely goal. Lovely solo goal. Dancing his way through. And finishing off that beautifully. Chelsea back into this one. But they need another goal if they're going to find their way in to the quarterfinals. 1-1 on the night. Well, actually, it's 1-0 on the night. It's 2-2 on aggregate. But Lokomotiv Moscow still have their away goal advantage. So we kick off then once again. Miranchuk on to Baranov. Lokomotiv Moscow will treat that as a warning sign. How will they react to it? Miranchuk. Here's Ignatiev onto Miranchuk. Again to Ignatiev. Krychowiak. Fernandez. Rybus. Loftus-Cheek gets in the way. And now Azpilicueta can try and attack now. 2 minutes of added time. Miranchuk. Hervedes. Now onto Ignatiev. Does a little bit of a fake shot in order to try and cut inside. Krychowiak. Baranov. Krychowiak. Miranchuk. Smolov! Not enough power to keep Auto beat Kepa there. That is half time. It's 1-0 on the night, 2-2 on aggregate. Lokomotiv Moscow, though, leading on away goals. And Eden Hazard, a lovely dribble through the defence. And he's able to get a goal here. As we head to half time, then, it's Lokomotiv Moscow 0, Chelsea 1. Should be an interesting one. And we kick off then for the second half, the final 45 minutes of regular time. If the scores are level, then we'll go to extra time. But at the moment, a goal either way can decide this match. Willian. Higuain trying to play it to Fernandez, not finding him. Chorluka. Fernandez. And Azpilicueta there gets in the way. Kante. Azpilicueta. Willian. Oh, intercepted by Fernandez, and that will be that for that attack. Willian now will take the throw in. He's on. Smolov gets in the way though. Fernandez. Jorginho now on the ball. Here's Higuain. Jorginho. Azpilicueta. Kante. Willian. Azpilicueta. Onto Willian. Lovely dribbler on the ball is Willian. Here's Jorginho. Tries a shot on. And it's wide. Kept the Chelsea faithful on the edge of their seats with that shot. But it's not finding the back of the net there. No real spin on the ball. Very, very close to finding that top left-hand corner. But it's just wide. Kieran then will restart play. Higuain, powerful header there. Dangerous man in the air is Higuain. He's got to be marked properly. Kante, Willian, Azpilicueta, Kante, onto Higuain. Loftus-Cheek onto Hazard, but Ignatieff saw the danger and got in the way. Throw in then to Chelsea as they look to try and find another goal. So Hazard will take this throw in. Marcus Alonso. Loftus-Cheek. Onto Kante. Kante tries a shot. Hervedes gets in the way. Higuain. A little bit of a tame header there. Can't quite find that way through. Smolov. Baranov. Fernandez. Baranov again. Smolov. Onto Miranchuk. Krychowiak. Baranov. Loftus-Cheek gets in the way, intercepts, and now Chelsea can start a counter-attack. Hazard tries to play a long ball forward to Higuain. He's just not quick enough though, and Hervedes saw it coming. He plays it back now to Guilherme. Baranov, Krychowiak, Miranchuk. Fernandez onto Miranchuk, plays a long ball forward there. It doesn't seem to find anybody though. Bit of a wayward pass. Christensen. Azpilicueta. Hazard. Jorginho. Kante. Loftus-Cheek. Higuain. Higuain playing it forward now to Willian. Plays it back to Jorginho. Jorginho trying to dance his way through, but Baranov saw it coming. Smolov now trying to clear the ball away. Lokomotiv here at the moment don't look interested in attacking. They look more defensive in this second half, trying to hold on to this aggregate lead. They know if they hold on to this, they're winning the game. Hazard now trying to find a way through. Kante. Kante trying to now find his way through. Loftus-Cheek made the run. He was looking for the ball, looking for the support, but it never came. Hervedes. Krychowiak. Miranchuk. Baranov. Here's Chorluka. Chorluka trying to play a long ball forward, and again Azpilicueta gets there. Jorginho. Loftus-Cheek. Kante again. Azpilicueta. Loftus-Cheek. Hazard. Azpilicueta. Hazard. Playing it forward now. Jorginho. It's Loftus-Cheek. Advancing in a dangerous location. Hazard. Kante, heavy touch, takes it away from him. Fernandez now trying to start a counter-attack. It's Miranchuk. Krychowiak. Rybus there. It's too heavy for him. He couldn't control it. Christensen lobs it away. Gianluca gets ahead on it. Krychowiak. Fernandez. Rybus. Gets past Kante there. It's Fernandez. Krychowiak here playing it with Smolov. And Smolov there just hesitated. And he's lost the ball. Loftus-Cheek now. Getting onto the ball. Here's Hazard. Hazard looked for the overlap there. Marcos Alonso now on the ball. Loftus-Cheek. Kante. Higuain onto Kante. Loftus-Cheek now on the ball. Again, he passes it to Kante. Kante looking for options. He finds Willian. Willian passes it back to Jorginho. He'll then get it back. Here's Azpilicueta. Hazard in with a cross. Hervedez gets in the way. And Krychowiak clears his lines. It's going to be out for a Chelsea throw-in. Looks like it's going to be a substitution here. And it's going to be Rybus here coming off. Idowu is coming on. And on the other side, Kovacic on for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Here's Willian. Kante. Krychowiak gets there. Here is Baranov. Miranchuk. Plays it forward now. Onto Miranchuk on the wing here. Crosses it in. Smolov, he's missed it. Golden opportunity there. But he's missed the ball. And that comes with boos all around the stadium there. They thought he should have at least got something on the ball there. Kante. Kovacic now. Here's Kante. Can they capitalise now, Chelsea, on that mistake? Higuain on towards Kante. He finds Willian on the wing. Willian cuts inside. Higuain heads it, but Ignatev meets the challenge. Marcos Alonso wins it back though. Willian onto Kante. Now here's Marcos Alonso. Kante once again. Krychowiak gets in the way. Kante wins it back. Kovacic now on the ball. He tried to find a way through, and Lokomotiv Moscow happy to just clear their lines. As it stands then, they're heading to the quarter-finals. Who could have predicted that? Idowu. Fernandez. Here's Smolov on the ball. Smolov tackled. Willian now on the attack. Higuain. Willian once again. And Marcos Alonso here charging through on the right-hand side. Can he find that cross? Crosses the ball in. Hervedez heads it down and clears away. And that's that. Lokomotiv Moscow are through to the quarter-finals of the Champions League, and what a moment for them. They've totally earned that one. They held their ground, they held their own, and they've knocked out Chelsea of the Champions League. Chelsea there just couldn't quite do enough on the night. They levelled it up, but they're out on away goals. Having travelled all the way to Russia, they'll have to travel all the way back to London and focus now on the Premier League. It's finished here on the night. Lokomotiv Moscow 0, Chelsea 1, but Lokomotiv Moscow through 2-2 on aggregate, and they're through on away goals.